Hello everybody. Time is running out on Midweek Magic. Wizards gave us 5 new pre-made decks. We're trying them out one at a time. This one's called Powerful Pigs. And who can resist playing with the 3 little pigs? I know, your parents said don't roll in the mud with the pigs, right? You get dirty and the pigs like it. But that never stops us. As far as I can tell, this deck is mostly some ramping and 3 copies each of first little pig, second little pig, and third little pig. So we are ramping into the pigs. Let's see, we need some green, we need some white, we need some black. So let's start with white. Let's bring out a pig. So you are a boar. Choose black for that color. We'll change you up now. You're now a boar spirit with flying. When pigs fly. We got there fast, didn't we? Here's an Alchemy card. If you control 3 or more boars with different names. So it really wants us to... Oh, is he going to do 4 damage already? Yeah, Reavers of the Claw is a terrible card. Terrible card. Let's just go ahead and put you in a coma now. I don't ever want to deal with you again. But... not all pigs can fly, so we could be in trouble against the dragon deck. They already got an expensive one out. This is like the best card in the dragon deck. Okay, they revealed it there to the Dragonfire, so now they bring it down as a 5/5. What kind of options do we have here? Okay, second little pig comes out again. And... I guess third little pig? It's food, right? Okay, we can keep the food for now. They're getting out of threat every turn. Flying threats. And they're all 5/5, so we can't stop them with a 4/4. So, what does any of this do? What good does it do? Put one of them onto the battlefield. Okay, so we have all 3 pigs. We conjured one. They're all on the ground. Does absolutely no good against flying dragons. Okay, so little pigs no good against dragons. And they managed to use every single iota of every land, every single turn. The pigs are no match. Wasn't a lot of fun for me. Gotta be honest. Let's see if everybody's playing dragons or if there's a little bit of variety here today. We'll go straight into the second battle. I'll go ahead and show you the full deck after this. How many players are going to be anal retentive like me and always want to put the first little pig out first? There's simply a certain kind of order that comes to these things. Yes? We must maintain the proper order. These are all alchemy cards. Second little pig comes out. I don't mind the squealing noises. Okay, so this one is an alchemy card because you can activate it only once and the card's got to remember that. So those type of things we could do on table, but it's a little bit difficult on table. I guess we just go... Oh, hello. Things were not going their way. They didn't want to stay. Alright, let's go look at the pigs. The deck we just beat was Adventures into Eldraine. This can be a tricky deck. But I think things need to go your way in the beginning. Alright, we've got Not Dead After All. Return it. Tapped under its owner's control. Create a Wicked Rolled token attached to it, so it gets +1/+1. Brave the Wilds. If the spell was bargained, target land becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste, still land. Otherwise, you're just looking for a basic land card. Candy Grapple, -3/-3. If it was bargained, -5/-5 to a target creature. So we've got some creature protection, some creature removal. Intrepid Truffle Snout, the adventure card, +2/+2 for the instant. Go Hog Wild. Gotta love the names. Whenever this Truffle Snout attacks alone, you get a food token. So maybe I'm going to bring that one out as soon as I can. Maybe even skip the adventure. Just if you can get this down on turn 2 and your enemy doesn't have anything out yet and you can just keep getting food tokens. There's an idea. Second little pig becomes a boar spirit with 4/4, gains flying. Third little pig, whenever you conjure one or more cards, third little pig perpetually gets +1/+1. Even happens in the graveyard. Exile target artifact or enchantment, activate only once. Back for seconds, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard. So that might help to bring back the 3 little pigs as they get bigger. If it was bargained, you could put one with mana value 4 or less onto the battlefield instead of in your hand. That's basically a reskinning of an previously existing card, but they just added the bargain onto it to get that extra value. Feed the Cauldron, destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. If it's your turn, create a food token. And we've seen something like that before, but it was 4 mana. It was 2 and 2 black, and you could destroy, I think, just any target creature and create a food token. So here it's one mana cheaper, 1 black mana less, but they put a limit on the what you can destroy. Contagious Vorak, people are familiar with, I think. Swine Rebellion is one of the new Alchemy Eldraine cards. Control 3 or more boars with different names, so you need basically the first, second, and third little pig. And then you can conjure each card from the spellbook onto the battlefield. If it's 2 or fewer, you just conjure 2 cards and put them into your hand. So to try and get all 3 out and then get the Swine Rebellion is going to be tough. That's the maximum value of it, though. Huntsman's Redemption, Enchantment Saga. Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge, legendary human warrior, 3/3. You can sacrifice the food for putting +1/+1 counters, or sacrifice and draw a card, and you lose 1 life. Food Coma, exile target creature until food coma leaves. You get food from that tech. So a lot of food token generation. Lend a Ham, exile target creature. You gain 1 life for each boar you control. Then an enchantment, Sign Portent. Conjure a card from your choice of the 3 pigs spellbook onto the battlefield. So just another way to get the pigs. And then finally, Gingerbread Hunter. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. So a little bit of ramp, lots of food tokens, and everything, all spellbooks, all just generated on getting the pigs. So we are pig tribal, I guess you could call it. I don't know if you want to say those are powerful pigs. The most you can do is get one to a 4/4. That's not going to stop most of the dragons. And we don't have enough removal to take care of all of the dragons. So what do we do? Rely on our removal? Bargaining with our removal? Alright, we're starting removal heavy. Let's see what happens. The whelp, they don't even stop to kick it. Well, dragons against pigs again. Let's see if we do any better. 2+ damage to any of the target, so there goes my pig. They just had another whelp in their hand. So I guess we just get rid of the whelp. They kicked it this time. That means they seek a dragon card. Let's use Gingerbread Hunter this time. We are good against 2 and 3 drops. For another couple of turns. Lots of tap land in here. Uh-oh. We're tapped out. They're gonna get that puppy. Now they got a 4/4. However, the battle was less, right? So, gee whiz. Are they putting out stuff fast enough? Okay. Let's destroy the middle dragon. Let's get rid of... this one they can pump up, right? Yeah, let's get rid of the one they can pump up. We've got a lot of land they can just use to hurl into that, whereas this stays 3 and doesn't get any bigger. They're taking our cards with the dragon! It's okay, we're green and white, and they can't cast... oh, never mind, they took a land. They'll be able to cast some stuff. Let's go ahead and bring down the 5/5. Get another food token. We may have to go burn through all these tokens if they're going to be able to go over our heads and hit us all the time. They've got X spells that can take us out, and they've already got enough land to do it. And we already burned through a lot of removal. Just get rid of 4 threats. Now they can create tokens. And we know they can use the tokens too. Okay, so let's see. We'll use the Vorak first. We will get... I guess we'll get that. Bring down a pig. And does it matter? Green, I guess? Attack with the 5/5. They probably won't block. Oh, they do. Oh, I'll take that. That's a fair trade for me. Four damage to everybody. Flooding out with land. We'll wait. We're going to do 1 damage to each creature on Planeswalker for the next 2 turns. And damage is not removed from the creatures during the cleanup steps. So, a little Alchemy Enchantment Saga card here for you. Second Decadent Dragon, stealing our cards again. If they beat us, they're probably going to beat us with our cards. Are they going to go straight to the Chapter 3? No, they're going to start here even though there's nothing... well, they do 2 damage to us. Okay. Here comes a pig. We can change it now. pretty much it. Throwing away their extra land, they get to draw something. What do you got? Dragon! Okay, they bring that in from exile. But you can't pump that one up. I guess I do keep on defense because I don't want them to get too many treasure tokens. Maybe the treasure doesn't matter anymore? Another Vorak. There's nothing for me to proliferate, so there's no problem with taking the lands. I think we just... Do we keep the pressure on? They're willing to make the trade. I think that's a fair trade for me as well. Oh, never mind. They used my card to beat me. Yep, that's the way they're gonna win. Using my own deck. Okay, flying dragons again and us with no recourse. We held them off as long as we could, and now they have an army. And everybody's more powerful than my 3/3s. I guess we're sacrificing at least one food. I think we're sacrificing 2 food. They got so much land they can pump everything up so much. What can I do? I can attack for 3. I can take out my own creature. I don't control 3 different boars. Oh, I get 2 of them. Okay, they don't have... I don't think the first one helps me at all. Put one of them on the battlefield. I don't think it matters. They're both getting down there. Alright. 4 different boars. So if I did get a Swine Rebellion, I could get a couple more onto the battlefield, but... Ah, never mind. Expel, Draconic Debut. Okay. Yeah, the pigs are not doing well against the dragons. Let's go one final battle. We'll see if we can drag up any other type of opponent here. There's 3 other decks. Maybe we could do a mirror match. Pig versus pig. I think this is just a meme deck. They made a meme deck out of the 3 little pigs. They had a choice on what spellbooks they could do, and everything... I think there's 3 different cards. They all point to the same pig spellbook, and there's only the 3 little pigs as your choices from the spellbook. Okay, not the dragons, but this is going to be faster against us. I think we do need white and black, right? That only works on creatures. Who wants to use that on a 1/1? I guess the next pig? We're up against basically a cheap swarm deck, and they got to go first, so the odds are not with us. Especially when they have their own X-Spells. I don't feel like there's anything good here. We can just go get back the stuff that's already been killed. And put it back down to get killed again. We haven't been able to pump up any of it. All of this stuff is better against bigger stuff. I mean, we're using 2 mana to get rid of a 1/1. It's disgusting. They didn't even spend anything to put the battle garb on. Alchemy card. Conjure 7 cards, name 7 dwarves. On top of your library. Oh, then you shuffle though. Okay. Let's see. I guess we're doing... We're not going to let them exile the top card of their library every turn. Bring down a pig yet again. It dangles out there, all vulnerable. We're having to cast every single thing our turn. There's no way to use any other cards to protect anything. So they're freshly untapped and ready to do anything at all to us. Alright, let's just start taking out the 1/1s, I guess. Now we can at least do a Not Dead at All or an Intrepid Truffle Snout, one or the other. They got Dwarf. You can play the card this turn, so there's no reason for them not to, right? They should just be attacking with everybody. And I guess we have to do that. Alright, what's left for us to do? We we still don't have enough to even cast. I mean, I can bring down a 3/1. We can exile a creature and gain life. So I guess we exile the one with first strike. Gain 2 precious life points. And when this dies, the opponent loses 1 life, but that's not really a big a threat. They just went over 20. There's just no toughness to anything that we have, so just attaching... Oh no. That card. Ah! Their two spells were already better than the 2 spells I cast. Alright. That's tapped, of course it is. Exile you. What do we get? We get our choice. Okay. Yay, the conjuring finally worked. What the heck happened here? Oh, I was trying to exile it again. I think I already did the exile. All I did was conjure something. Haste. Of course it has haste. Not a moment's rest. Does this come in tapped? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, but he's got flying. He's got flying from the celebration. So, killed by a dragon again, actually. In a non-dragon deck. Alright, let's go open up this deck one last time and dissect it. Powerful pigs? I think not. You need time. You need time to build anything up with this. We've got a little bit of removal, right? You've got 2 candy grapples. You got 2 food comas. You got 2 porcine portents. So there's a little bit, and there's a puny snack there, and a feed the cauldron. So it's all kind of low-level removal, and just short of being enough. The pigs, the only way to build those up, you can turn these 3 into 4/4s, and these you could do +1/+1 and maybe get them back from the graveyard later. You do have to be able to bargain stuff. The Huntsman's Redemption just didn't come up. I don't know. There's just, it doesn't seem like there's much to this deck. Only 17 creatures, 27 lands. Why does there need to be 27 lands? You've only got 1 5-drop in the entire thing. I don't like this deck. Let me know if you see something I'm not seeing, if there's some special redemption for this deck, if the Alchemy cards are particularly attractive. I don't think that they are. All of the other decks have enough either pressure to force you to defend or out-and-out removal cards that you can't build up your big army to do any kind of anything. I'd be impressed to see this really win. All right. Well, that's the 3rd deck we've gone through. Let's see if I can get to any more in the next few hours. Like and subscribe. Leave comments if you want. Thanks, everybody. That's all for this one. Bye.